morning, friends. So thank you for joining us on Our Ladies Let's Chat. We're glad you're here. Remember, if God didn't have a purpose for you, he wouldn't have put you on this earth. And we'll talk about that later. I have today with me a wonderful, talented lady. I think many of you know her, but it's my pleasure to introduce to you Janna Morrison, Creative Arts Coordinator of Otterbein, Lebanon. We're here at Lebanon. So please welcome Janna.
Hi, Judy.
I'm so glad to have you, and
Thank you.
I'm excited about this.
I am too. It's been wonderful.
Tell us whatever you'd like about yourself.
Well,
Whatever.
the first thing I'm so excited is to know you. It has been so exciting. I think I really got to know Judy when she was doing cheerleading for one of the Olympics. And she came down with this just wonderfully creative project to do for the girls who were doing the cheering. And then she came and had to have a couple of paintings done that were fabulous for your court art show. And so I got to know her then, and it's just been fun ever since.
Well, thank you. I've done some crafts with you, and you've been very helpful.
Good.
I remember the rabbit Easter bunny one.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun
She
one.
helped us with that one, Peggy and I. So how long have you been with Otterbein?
I have been here at Otterbein for almost, I think in September it'll be 11 years.
Oh my gosh, we've been that
I
lucky to have you for 11
It has
years.
been a long time. Yeah.
So how long have you been in the arts altogether?
Oh, goodness. Well, I think working professionally in the arts since about 2000.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. Are you left-handed? They
No.
say left-handed people are usually very artsy.
I think so. I think they are,
Is that
but
true?
no, I'm right-handed.
Oh, well, you're still artsy. So, okay, do you have pets?
I do. I have one dog, and her name is Pumpkin.
Oh, cute. What kind?
She is a little King Cavalier Spaniel, and she's maybe 15 pounds.
Oh,
She's kind of tiny, and she's just wonderful. And we got her, and she was auburn in color, and we got her in October. So my daughter named her Pumpkin.
that's a great name.
But now she's white, and
Well, there are white pumpkins.
she is very cute. So Pumpkin still does fit, but the color, she's no longer auburn.
Now, how old did you say she was?
Let's see, she'll be, I think, 9.
Oh, that's a good age.
Yeah.
They're not a puppy, but they're not too old yet.
She'll
That's
be 9 this fall.
okay.
Yeah.
So what would you like to tell us? I asked you earlier, hobbies. You don't have many hobbies because you work a lot, but do you have something you like to do when you're not here?
Well, when I'm not here, I really enjoy doing things around the house, actually. I know that sounds strange, but working in the yard and doing things there, and some gardening, watching birds, and reading. I love to read.
See, those are all great things.
Yep.
I actually don't mind cleaning house if I don't let it get too bad. So that can be good. And
Do you
then
mind to come over to my house then? Because I don't like cleaning house. So if you're both offering,
I can give you a name of a lady that cleans house. Right now, I'm not cleaning too much.
Yeah. Well,
Well, tell me, I was going to ask you something about you. You walk your dog.
yeah. She gets very nervous on walks, though.
Oh.
She, when we first got her, we had another dog. His name was Rex. He has since passed. And she liked to go on walks with Rex because he would kind of lead the way, and she could go. He was much bigger than her, and but now he's passed, and so she gets very nervous on walks.
Other dogs and
Yeah,
kids.
she gets very nervous around other dogs. So she mostly loves running in our yard because
Okay.
she has a lot of freedom to go in our yard, and she just loves doing that. She loves to go very fast,
Very fast.
very fast, and
On her
that's a lot of
short
fun.
legs.
Yeah. Yep.
I've had dogs. I threw around the idea that I might get a dog later.
Okay.
My kids said, "Mom, nah, you don't want a dog."
You don't want a dog.
So that's on hold.
Okay. Well, dogs are wonderful.
So what kind of flowers do you like to plant? What is your garden like?
Oh,
Kevin's a gardener.
Kevin's a gardener.
Little bit. I'm
little bit.
trying to get more into it each year. Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Yeah, I would say mostly flowers, and I am mostly a perennial gardener. This year we planted a forsythia.
Oh,
I love the forsythia.
I do
It's
too.
blooms very, very early in the spring, and they're bright yellow.
I love forsythia. They spread like crazy though too.
They do. They're very leggy. They get very large, and they're kind of leggy bushes, and they're just a little bit wild.
I like them.
Yeah.
I was looking at a bush at Kroger's. They had pots out.
Oh,
and I
yeah?
thought, I don't know, but I do like them. Yes. Let's see. I was going to ask you a question about. I put out some bee balm. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Do you have any?
I don't have any bee balm.
You need a start of it.
That kind of takes over
I'm
too.
going to give Kevin some too. I'm telling you, this thing, it spreads like crazy.
It does.
And I'm pulling it out all the time because it's too much.
Yeah, one year I made the mistake of planting fennel. If you've ever planted fennel, it has a wonderful flavor. I think it's actually like an onion bulb, and it grows, and it's the top of it's kind of like dill, but it has a flavor of anise.
Oh,
It's sort of licorice flavor. But that sucker, I mean, it was like there was a wildfire going through my yard, and that thing just took over. It took years to get. I'm like, oh, this is definitely a container planter. No,
I think I'm going to have that with the bee balm
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Because some of it where I watered a lot, and they're like 4 foot high. And they're blooming.
Yep.
Everyone said, oh, that's a weed. I said, I don't think so. Anyway, so now let's touch on your arts and crafts here.
Oh, okay.
I saw you advertise a red, white, and blue wreath.
Well, this is the month for red, white, and blue. We're having our 250th birthday of America, which is so exciting for that coming up. And so, yeah, I tried to do crafts and activities this month that would have something to do to make you think of our country.
Oh, I think that's
and what
great.
it has meant for the last 250 years.
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah, so we're doing a wreath, and we're going to take clothespins and make a wreath with red, white, and blue and some stars on there. And then we did earlier this week we did painting. Traditionally, some of our barns across America have had a quilt square painted on them. And sometimes the quilt squares have something to do with the family who's there, perhaps. I know that Joanne Coker told me that when Ohio had its 200th birthday of Ohio, there was a gentleman who went around and painted a barn square, quilt square on a barn in 88 counties here in Ohio.
Wow.
And he did that during the bicentennial of Ohio. And I kind of thought that would be a neat thing. So we got these 8x8 canvases.
Okay.
And we had a whole bunch of different designs of different quilting squares, and we painted them. And so we're going to put up for the next art show a quilt that has these painted individual ones. And so it's sort of a group project because everybody just did one square, but we'll put them all together and it'll make an Otterbein quilt.
That'll be very nice,
Yeah.
yes. And I know you always have a little reception, and that'll probably be red, white, and blue food.
Well, yeah, I hope so. That'll
I'd
be
like
a fun
to
thing
help
to do.
if I'm up to it.
Well, yeah.
Eventually I will help.
We will
but
take all the help that we can get every
that's
time.
something you might mention. I don't
Sure.
think people realize that you need help at the Art Center.
Oh, sure. I would love to have help whenever and whatever people want to come and do. So I have some individuals that just help like in the fabric room because they really enjoy sewing and quilting. And then I have other individuals that help in the pottery room, in the painting areas. Some come and just help put up the art shows. There are hostesses who come and help with the art shows and putting out all the goodies and setting up for all of that kind of stuff. And then I have other individuals that help me by answering the phone and doing typing and you know, some of those type of projects each week. So it's wonderful.
So if you were looking for a little something to do, and tell them about when you do because I learned about this
Okay.
later. They do the little things for the trays for people in Aurora.
Oh, the tray favors.
The
Yeah.
tray favors, thank
well,
you.
this is a really fun story, and it has to do with Miss Jean Crowder, if you know Jean. She started it about probably 8 years ago. And at the time, Jean's mother, Ruth Small, was living here, and she was living over in our healthcare areas. And so Jean was like, it would be so wonderful. And Jean just does everything with paper, all paper crafts, paper arts. She loves it, card making, all of that. And so she started us sort of doing these tray favors for our folks who live in the healthcare areas. And about 6 or 7 times a year at the major holidays, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, we do tray favors, and we make about 220 tray favors for our folks who live in our healthcare areas. And so if you enjoy making crafts, but you really don't want something that you have to take home and put home, it's a little bit of a give back project.
Yes.
You can come and have fun doing the craft, and we usually put a little piece of chocolate on there and a greeting that says, "We remember you, Happy Valentine's Day," or whatever the holiday is.
I did it once, and if you want to do something fun, it was fun.
Yeah.
And you do it 2 different days or 2
different times, because we have a lot of people who want to get involved, and having 40 people at one time is a little overwhelming. So we break it down into about 2 groups of 15.
So if somebody
Yeah.
wants to do that and volunteers, they should let you know ahead of time.
Yeah, it's on the app, and you can sign
on
up
the
there.
app,
And if
yes.
you don't use the app, you can just give us a call, and either myself or one of the volunteers will get you signed up.
I
For the
think that
activity.
was so worthwhile.
Yeah, it's a really
Because
fun
those
one.
people really deserve a little treat.
Yeah.
And, so
Yeah.
that's,
This month we're doing pinwheels for
Oh.
it's a bigger 4th of July than most
yes.
this year. So we're doing a really fun 4th of July project this year.
So you have a phone number for the Arts and Craft Room?
Yes.
And that way, if you want to volunteer or pop in, just stop in even.
Yeah.
You don't have to call if you don't want to.
Right. Do you want me to give the phone
Sure,
number? Okay.
sure.
513-696-8510. That's the Creative Arts line that you can call and leave a message and let me know. And if you'd like to be a hostess or a volunteer,
I think it's great.
it's a lot of fun.
Yes.
It's a lot
and
of
then,
fun.
But if you do that, you might end up even doing a painting or making something. Once you get there and get to know people.
Yeah.
Tell a little bit about the pottery room. I don't know much about it, but I know it's really, you can make things with your own pottery.
You can. We have different types of pottery. So we have some that are pre-made, the ceramics, I call those.
I painted that.
And think about the Christmas trees that you used to make. They were formed, they're a Christmas tree, and they've got these little lights in them and a big star on the top. And you flick them on and they light up the room. 1960s, 70s, and early 80s, folks were making those like crazy.
Yes,
So we
yes.
do ceramics like that. And then we also do handmade ceramics.
Yes.
Where you can either work by hand or work on the potter's wheel to put together different types of projects, and they're a lot of fun.
Well, I did the tree.
Oh, you did it? Yes, you did.
2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I did the tree. But I've often was curious about you making something.
Yes. So the hand making, right now, we're doing a beginning pottery class, which is learning basic hand building skills for pottery.
Okay.
And we're doing some things with coils. And those are sort of, you roll out clay in it looks sort of like a little earthworm or spaghetti noodle, a little bit thicker than a spaghetti noodle. And you can wind them around and make pots that way. Pinch pots, which are pinching by hand to make them, and then rolling out a slab, which is just a rolled out, like a flat piece of clay that you can fold and wrap around things to make something else.
I'd probably be good to start on that.
Yeah, and so we're making garden stakes. So it will go out
yeah,
outside
son,
in your
tell us
garden,
about that.
and they'll have different levels, and it'll be on a stake that you can put out in your garden with pretty things to decorate your garden.
And when is that? Are you already done
We're
that?
already started. We're kind of in the middle of it. I'll run it again after we finish this grouping
Okay.
if there are other folks who want to get involved. But, you know, if you participate out in the gardens over here or just garden around your own home, you could put it out there on your own garden.
I've seen that. I've seen a lot of this. I just haven't had the time to get there. But I'm going to come back.
Well, you're a busy
I worked
lady.
in an art center way back in the 20 years ago, whatever that was.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it very much.
Was that up in Middletown?
Middletown Fine Arts
Oh,
Center.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yes, and I wasn't one of the teachers, but it was funny. The artists, I was the secretary, assistant, whatever. And they'd come up and they'd say, come in and tell us what you think of this picture. And
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. But I'd go in and I'd say, oh, yeah, that looks like the sun. And yeah, that's exactly right.
All right. Yeah, well,
But
there
I
are-
loved working there. I wasn't one of the artists,
Well,
but I
that's
loved
okay.
being in the environment.
having people appreciate the arts is almost as important as doing the arts, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
We always had an opening show, and I helped with that always, of
Yeah.
course. So, yeah. So, though another trips. You take trips with the art center. Do you have any
We do.
coming?
Let's see. Probably coming up, I've had people want to go back down to Rookwood Pottery.
Oh.
we
What do you
have,
see there?
Well, it's a little bit of a historic trip. They show you some of the items that they're currently making, and also sort of historically what they have made. And you can, if you live here in Cincinnati long enough, you can kind of identify some of the Rookwood pottery by its shape or by the design on it. One of them has the tree of life. There's a cardinal. There are lots of things, and you're like, that looks like Rookwood pottery. And so you get to go down and see how behind the scenes, how they
Yes,
make
that-
things,
yes.
how they decorate their pottery. And then they have a little bit of a museum-ish type store that you can purchase things if you want.
Did
to
they
purchase
sell
things.
any of the pottery?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so you could buy a piece of real rockwood.
Rookwood.
Rookwood.
Rookwood. Yeah.
I've heard about it. I'm sure Kevin knows all about it. Do you
I-
want to add anything, Kevin?
I know it's expensive.
Yes.
It's expensive.
It
Yes,
is.
yes.
It is very expensive. And they actually, up in Mount Adams, they had the traditional place that first started.
It used to be a restaurant. They turned it into a restaurant, right?
It was, and
Yeah.
you could go up there and eat inside one of the old kilns and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think they're between owners right now.
That sounds right. Yeah.
But hopefully they'll get that back going, because that would be a fun place to go and dine and see all that kind of stuff.
I'll keep that in mind if
Yeah.
you do it this fall.
Yeah, and I am always open for anybody who has an idea of where to go for different shows. We traditionally go down to the Cincinnati Art Museum a lot. We go up to the Dayton Art Institute. We've been to Springfield. We've been to Columbus, though Columbus is a little bit further to go, and typically we don't. It has to be a pretty good exhibit for us to go all the way up to Columbus.
Have you ever done the Taft Museum downtown?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
Taft
okay.
is wonderful,
Yeah.
especially at Christmas time. They put out quite a nice display of all the historic, presidential type things there. But this fall coming up, there's going to be some Charlie Harper exhibits that are going to be out, so those will be fun trips to take as well.
Has there ever been one close enough to go to Chihuly?
Well, let's see. Up at the Franklin Conservatory, now that's near Columbus,
Okay.
was the most recent. They had one in Dayton, but that was more than maybe 15 years ago that they had
Okay.
that. But the most recent is the one at the Franklin Conservatory up in Dayton. And they have about 20 to 30 pieces of his work.
Have you seen his work?
Yeah, and we went up there. We took a trip up there before the pandemic.
Okay.
We went up there and saw the work in the conservatory up there, and it was beautiful.
He does a lot of glass.
He does.
And have you ever seen his work, Kevin?
I think so. I don't have an image in my head, but I know the name, so I'm sure I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Bellagio in Vegas, he did a whole ceiling
Oh,
of
yeah.
glass flowers.
Yes.
And it looked, they're huge, and it's a high ceiling.
Yes,
I've
he
seen,
has
and
beautiful
then he
work
also
out
does
there.
Christmas trees.
Yeah, and they sort of hang upside down from
Yeah,
the ceiling.
uh-huh.
And they're not necessarily looking exactly like a Christmas tree, but
No.
they remind you of a Christmas
Yes,
tree.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
The Cincinnati Art Museum has one hanging in their entryway as you walk in. It's upside down, and it's blue glass. It's all blue.
I think maybe I saw that.
Ah, okay. I do know
Yep.
that piece that you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
right in the entryway when you
Uh-huh.
walk in. Yep.
Yeah, it's a really neat piece. He's a wonderful contemporary artist.
Is he still alive?
I believe he is. Yes.
Good. I hadn't heard he was
I
gone.
don't know that he's he would be well into his 80s right now.
That's old.
Well, I only compared to some, but one of the
I can
things
say that.
one of the things blowing glass is very physical work.
Oh, I bet.
And it's heavy. You've got to lug things in and out of kilns and so forth. And so I think he has a lot of helpers, journeymen,
Yes.
who are learning his style of working with glass and
I'd
so
love
forth.
to have a piece of his work.
Oh, yes, you and me both.
If you're a million, that's what I'll spend my $4 million on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you could probably get one or two.
Yeah. What about Murray? What's his first
Neil
name?
Murray.
Neil Murray. Tell us about his talks and his.
Oh, he is a wonderful resource that we have here on campus. He is a retired professor from North Park University up in near Chicago.
Okay.
And he is a sculptor. He works primarily with wood, though with other mediums as well, metal and stone and all of that kind of as well. And he has been gracious enough for about the last 4 years to be doing one in the spring and in the fall, spring and fall, lectures that talk about art. Either individual artists or sort of a journey through history and about what the art is through the centuries and stuff. And so Kevin has recorded, he and Reed have recorded a ton of his talks, and they replay them on the OLN all the time. It's just
great.
wonderful.
That's good, yes.
Yeah.
Because some of us didn't get a chance to do it or didn't take time.
Right. Well, if this summer I'm replaying them up in the Starry Night Theater
Yeah, I saw
on
that.
Friday mornings at 11. If you would like to come up there and have a listen to, history. These are, I think we're up to about Greek and Roman right
Okay.
now, but we'll be playing them the rest of the summer. We also are having coming in this June, July, and August, a woman from Miami University. She is part of their ILR, their retirement continuing learning, and she's going to talk. Her first lecture is going to be on the Mona Lisa, and then the next one I think is the girl with the pearl earring, and she'll do one painting at a time. And so we're very fortunate that she is coming. She's in an art group with my father, and I'm so excited that she's going to come and share her knowledge with us.
Sometime in the fall.
No, she's coming actually this Friday
Oh.
and next Friday at 11 a.m., June 12th and 19th, in the multipurpose room. She'll be talking.
Okay, what time again?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
on
I'd like
Fridays.
to try to do that.
And it runs through June, July into August,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep. And in between those, we'll be showing Neil's. Neil has just a fabulous grasp on history and art. He talks from an artist's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you get history professors that talk from a very historic point of view, and his is from actually doing art.
Okay.
So it's wonderful.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
What artwork have you done personally? What are you paint, or do you do a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I would say I'm more a little bit of everything.
Okay.
My favorite medium to work in is pottery.
Okay.
And when I went through art school, I majored in pottery and ceramics. So that was my first love, is the three-dimensional art and
Yes.
sculpting like that. Even making functional ware, mugs and plates and so
Oh,
forth like
uh-huh.
that. But for me, I really enjoy pottery because you get to create your own canvas,
Okay.
whether that's a plate or a vase or something, and then you get to decorate it with glaze. and color. So you make your own canvas, and it's a 3-dimensional canvas. So I really enjoy that.
Well, Kevin, have you done any artwork that you'd like to tell us about?
Well, I think
I'm not so much of an artist. No, I play my music, and that's about it, really.
That's art too.
It
is. Yeah.
Music can be art.
Well, I would certainly say everything you do in the studio is art. It's modern art because it's capturing live images.
Mm-hmm.
But I would definitely say it's art.
Well, what else would you like to encourage people to come, and even if they just want to visit to start with? We've got a lot of new people here, and a lot of them aren't real sure even where it is.
Well, our creative arts area is up next to the Great Wave. Okay. So if you've ever been to the Mona Lisa Salon to get your hair done, or to the Great Wave to get a pizza or a meal up there, it's in that same area, and we're just sort of off to, I guess, the left of that area. I would say, for me, the best thing about arts is that it gives you a different way to look at the world. So if you've looked at, say, a tree your whole life, the minute you try to paint a tree onto a canvas or sketch it onto a canvas allows you to look at that tree differently than you have your whole life. When you have to actually capture the shadow of the tree next to the tree, and you look at it, and traditionally, I guess, when you paint a tree, you maybe draw a line and a circle at the top and then paint that green. This, you really see how many different colors are in there, and looking at the light. And I think there's no greater gift that we could give our residents than here being at the elder end of your life, the elder time of your life, to all of a sudden see the world through new eyes. And to me, that is the greatest gift that we could share and to have to people. So
is a great
I enjoy
gift.
doing that.
And I think a lot of people didn't have time or even the ability to get to an art studio.
Right. Yeah.
So now there's their chance.
Yeah.
They can come up and paint a picture or
Right.
do a craft, and they do cards, greeting cards. Sandy
Yes.
does greeting cards. You wanna
Yes.
Tell them about
Sandy Benson is one of our wonderful, wonderful volunteers here. There are so many volunteers. But she, her father and her mother both lived here at Otterbein for a long time. And they have both passed on. But she's a paper artist, and she does lovely things with paper in making cards and doing all that. And she shares that gift with us every month. She comes and does cards with Sandy. And if you are nervous about starting in creative arts, a lot of times that's a very easy way to get started. Because everything comes in a little Ziploc bag, and you get to layer it together and put colors together and choose a saying for your card. And then the best part of it is you have something to hand to a friend or to a granddaughter or friend or loved one. You can
I
send it
have
out.
done that when I first came
Yep.
here, and it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
And another art is diamond art.
Oh, yes. Diamond art. Bob Bounds, if you know Bob Bounds. He is wonderful, and he has shown us how to do diamond art. It's it's a wonderfully easy
It is. It's fun.
way to do, and it's sort of a cross between needlepoint and paint by number. Is a little bit of how you do it, and you put these wonderful little dots of color onto a design, and it just paints the picture in a certain way of whatever your subject is, and it just shines. It just shines.
There is so many things you can do. There's probably missed a few things, but if you come up and you look around and you see them doing something, talk to Janna and she'll get you started on. The cards are a good idea.
They are.
Because you can give them as a little thank you card, and they're handmade.
Yeah. One of our other big volunteers, there's a couple. And so John Kinsinger with his baskets.
Yes, John.
We have basket season from about January to April every year, where he is putting together baskets. And if you haven't ever done that, doing a class with John is just wonderful. He really loves making baskets and is just fun to be with. His sense of humor is just out there, and it's wonderful.
Yes.
And everybody loves working with John. So that's wonderful. Ed Mathias, he has been getting gung-ho with doing different watercolor as well as pottery. And he has taught some classes, and they're just wonderful. All of our artists who have had art shows, and if you're an artist out there and you're a little nervous, just give me a call. Maybe we can do a show with you or for you, or a group show that would show your interests. I just think of so many photographers we have coming up.
Yes.
Let's see, art shows going on for the rest of the year. Our next art show will be the 250th birthday of America. Then we have Todd Stallkamp with his photography. And then we'll have a quilt show later this year. And actually I'm going to do an art show for my father. He does paintings as well as model building. So
wonderful.
it'll be a neat thing to do. And that's this year. And so I have all of 2027 open that we can think about putting a show in for you or your family. Right now, the art show that we have is Ann Peacock's daughter.
Yes.
Karen Peacock, and she has a lot of graphic design work that's up there. It will be up through the 19th, so if you haven't had a chance to see it, pop up and see it. Yeah.
So I just can't encourage you enough to stop in and see Janna and go from there.
Well,
she
thank
won't
you.
push you into anything, but she will encourage you to try something.
Yeah.
And with the cards, like you said, is a good start. Or just doing the tray favors is fun.
It is.
You know, and we all have a little bit of time we can share.
Yeah. And if you have a particular type of art that you enjoy doing, just let me know, and we'll see if we can get a class
Yes.
doing whatever it is you like. Our newest thing that we're putting together is some stained glass and fused glass area that we're putting in with the pottery room. And that should be open by this fall.
I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Is this with the metal or is this? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit with the metal.
Do you have to have a
fused glass.
special tools?
Yes, and there'll be special tools up there. Yeah.
Because they used to do that at Middletown Arts.
Yeah.
And it, that I never took it, but I envied it. So maybe
lot
I'll
of fun.
try that.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing to try.
Have you done it yourself too?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been wonderful.
You need an art show.
Oh, I don't know
just
about
maybe-
that.
How about a mini one? Just to show people what there is out there to do.
Yeah.
And you could have a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it.
that would be a lot of fun to do.
Kevin would come.
Yeah, Kevin would come.
I would come.
He'd probably come for the refreshments.
Yes. Oh, that's also. If you haven't been to an art show, the main reason to
Oh,
come
my goodness.
is the refreshments.
I can't believe the food they put out sometimes. And the people having the show do that, I
Yeah,
guess.
the people doing the show and our hostess group.
Oh,
A
and
lot
the
of
hostess
times
group, too?
they'll bake cookies. Marty Sandridge is a wonderful cookie baker. And they just put the wonderful things together and bring them and donate them. And it's just a wonderful time.
It is a wonderful department. It's a wonderful
I have a
thing
good
to
time.
have here at Otterbein. I don't know if any of the other Otterbeins have anything like this.
Oh, I think they're working towards it.
Are they?
You know, maybe probably not as large as we have here,
Okay.
but they're certainly working towards it.
Well, I think Kevin ought to do a filming of everybody there working, right, Kevin?
Yeah, we can figure something out.
See there?
Yeah.
He'd come down when you have a big class.
He and Kevin have done that, and they have done these wonderful artist spotlights.
Oh, the
You want to talk about
spotlight.
those for a second? Those
No,
are
you
great.
got it. You
Oh,
can
okay.
tell them. You tell the people. You're on camera. I'm not on camera. They can't
that's
see
right.
me. Yeah.
Well, they have just done so many. Let's see, Bob Hewitt.
Yeah, well,
John
he's the
Kinsinger.
birds, and John Kinsinger.
Yes, Margaret Johnson has one. I think there is one out there of Ann Peacock's husband. That was a long time ago,
Yeah.
very at the beginning of all those kind of
Yeah.
things.
Peggy Hewitt, I believe.
Peggy Hewitt with her quilting. Who else? I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, there's a few folks that have passed away
Yeah.
whose names I'm forgetting because it's been quite a few years. But yeah.
Yeah. So they're wonderful. And so he replays those on OLN every once in a while. And you can find them out on the YouTube channel too.
Yeah, and that's a lot of new people don't realize.
Yeah.
If you have the unit guest, you can go in and do videos, YouTube, and see a lot of things that maybe it's been in the past
Yeah.
that's not being shown again.
Yeah.
So that'd be good. So
We have such talented people here.
Yes.
And it's just, for me, it's a gift to be able to work with people who have, done a particular craft or art for their whole lives, and just be able to work with them and get inspired by them. I really enjoy that.
Well, Janna, we are so blessed to have you down here as a coordinator, and you always have new and different things going. We really thank you for your time and your patience for us beginners that don't know what we're doing.
Oh, that's easy. That's not a problem at all.
Well, she always helped me with, I made the wreath that one time. I had the worst time, but she'd come over and she'd do it for me. There, you're going. I have it hung up. I hung it up. I figured I worked hard on that. So.
You did. You did a nice job.
Well, if you have anything else, I know you have to get back to work, so I don't want to take too much more of your time.
Well, thank you, Judy.
Well,
for
thank you very much.
sharing all of this chat time.
Yeah, this is great, and I hope you all go and look up Janna and find something to do, even if it's volunteering. Thank you very much. Would you like to say goodbye to the audience?
Yeah, are we doing a wave? Are we doing that wave?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do. She suggested this. Ready?
Bye.
We got a new wave. Bye, everybody.